I've been helping people with money for more than 20 years, but no one stumped me more than the princess.
I always need to have the trendiest clothes, the trendiest shoes. I always have to get my hair colored. I don't ever look at my credit card statements. As soon as they come, I throw them away.
I'm here to help this princess take control of her money and her life. Over the next 6 weeks, she'll live on a strict cash diet and complete weekly challenges.
Yeah, make a realistic balance.
You're not trying to make it realistic and balanced. No. You're trying to make it not so hard on you. If this princess has what it takes, I'll transform her from spender to saver. And I'll give her up to $5,000 to help her pay down her debt.
If I want something, I want it, no matter what.
No changes, no money.
Oh, 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 she's a princess. She's a princess.
Meet Kezia.
I was a makeup artist, and I probably made $30,000 a year.
She has a family that adores her.
Oh, we all find her so cute, really.
I love Kezia to bits.
But this little cutie is a consumer.
Kezia's attitude towards money is spend, spend, spend. I like it, I want it, I'm buying it.
I spend about $100 a month on the color of my hair, and then I'll get my hair blow dried.
Your total's $355.95. Thank you.
I probably eat out about 4 times a week.
It's kind of fun going shopping with her. You walk around, she points things out, she likes them, she gets them.
I do have a lot of makeup. It's definitely one of my weaknesses.
She will buy the most expensive cream just because In Style magazine said this cream is good.
I also like to take her in, and I started getting Botox probably about 1.5 years ago.
She's been spoiled since she was a very little girl. I wasn't the disciplinary that I should have been with finances, and then I tried to be, but it was too late. She was a shopaholic by then.
I don't know all that she does spend.
That's because Kezia deliberately keeps Chris in the dark.
Chris does not know about the boots. Chris also doesn't know about the camera that I bought.
I definitely at times feel a little bit manipulated by Kezia, definitely.
She does not care.
I would say my finances are semi-bad. I mean, I don't really classify the stuff that I owe my family as debt, per se.
Well, I pay a loan for her. I pay for the upkeep of the car.
A car that Kezia borrowed and never gave back.
I mean, I just feel that I need it more.
One thing Kezia doesn't need the car for is driving to work. That's because she's currently on disability leave.
Kezia works as a makeup artist for a very big company at a mall.
I just found it so hard to be around the stores, the shopping, the people. It just became really overwhelming for me, and I just kind of had to break down.
While disability payments are only a fraction of her salary, Kezia hasn't stopped spending.
There goes your rent money.
Fed up, her friends and family have called me in and have agreed to cut her off.
Kezia definitely needs to be cut off.
I would like to see Kezia get help, so if that's what it takes, then yeah.
I have the sense that your mum actually expects me to do her job. The values that she should have taught you over the last 24 years, she thinks I'm gonna unravel the mess she's made in terms of your shopping addiction.
I've never actually ever seen my finances in front of me.
Oh, they're my finances, but I just never looked at them.
I don't want to see it because it upsets me, and then I need to buy something.
Okay, let's look and see what your mum has to say.
She said, well, I'm gonna go get this camera and I'll pretend that it's in your name. That was to hide it from the boyfriend about the big $2,200 purchase for this camera she just had to have.
Your mother and you colluded to lie to the man you're living with.
I just know he's gonna freak out. I want to avoid the fight.
If you really wanted to avoid the fight, you wouldn't have bought the camera.
Right, but I felt like I really needed the camera.
Can we see Chris?
I need to get a prenup or something if I get married, definitely. If she doesn't, get better, because I'm scared.
Get a prenup.
It hurts. It does hurt.
Well, he can't trust you.
Yeah.
You borrowed $10,000 from Auntie May?
For my school, yes.
How much of it have you paid back?
Nothing.
Why?
I don't know why.
Let's hear what Auntie May says.
Kezia feels that everybody's money belongs to Kezia. I pay for the car. The insurance is over $100 a month.
This is the car you borrowed that you refused to return.
It just kind of never came around, I guess. She's gone.
No, that's not true. She's actually called and asked for the car.
I don't feel guilty.
My sister, Kezia's grandmother, spoiled Kezia.
My grandmother did pass away a few years ago. It's had a huge impact on my life. I definitely feel like something is missing.
Her world fell apart when my sister died, and she tried to compensate with buying things.
Is that true?
I guess it could be true. I guess things got like progressively worse, I guess you could say. Like I feel like I've lost control.
Yeah.
I guess it filled that void. I just always feel like there's something I should be doing, but I don't know what it is. Like it's just, I feel lost.
Okay.
It's always been a focus of the family to try to get me back on track and not care about materialistic things as much.
Next, we're going to look at the numbers.
Okay.
We invited her family to join us, but someone's missing. Kezia and her mum, Sherry, didn't want Aunt May here, so they left her stranded at home with no car. I decided Auntie May should be here, so I sent a cab for her. Look who's joining us, Auntie May. There was a little bit of confusion about whether you should come or not.
Yeah.
I think they were afraid of what you would find out.
To be honest, I just really didn't want to take away the car.
Which leads us to your debt.
When I think that I'm $20,000 in debt at my age, it's pretty gross. Like, I'm disgusted, actually.
Are you kidding me? A lot of what you owe to family. You owe your mom money. She actually figures this is closer to $7,200.
Yeah.
Which would mean you'd be owing almost $23,000. Then there's poor Auntie May. Your loan for school is costing Auntie May $140 a month.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
Now, let's see where your money's going. On savings, you're spending nothing. You are spending $635 a month on your needs. That's the stuff that you actually have to buy. On debt repayment, you're spending almost $1,600 a month, which is almost 70% of your income. And on your wants, almost $2,800 a month, more than 100% of your income. On top of all of this, you're spending another $1,100 every month in cash.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
Using her credit cards, Kezia spends twice as much as she makes every month. When you add in expenses like housing, transportation, and groceries, and indulgences like vacations and entertainment, Kezia's boyfriend and family members allow her to live a life she can't afford. If you were paying your own way and using credit to fill the gap, you'd be going into debt to the tune of $4,600 every month.
That's crazy.
You make about $32,000 a year. In order to live the way you're living right now, you'd need to make $119,000 a year.
Wow.
And if you wanted to get the debt paid off as well, you'd need to be making $137,000 a year. That's just to pay for the indulgences that you think you're entitled to.
I think that's delusions of grandeur, no?
Delusions of grandeur. Yeah, but you gave them to her.
It wasn't all me.
It was a lot you. You were a primary influence. She doesn't have a dad she can blame. I need a commitment from you, Sherry.
Yes.
That you will not give Kezia another cent.
Okay.
Auntie May?
Well, how can you ask her to pay for her own education, really?
Would you rather her spend $50 a week being a responsible woman, or would you rather her spend $50 a week putting Botox in her face?
No, yeah, I'd rather have her spend the $50 onto the loan.
Now, you have some plastic on you? I want that too. You're going to be living on cash from here on in. This month, you're going to learn to stand on your own 2 feet.
Okay. Scary, but I can do it.
You're going to learn to live within your means. And you're going to learn to get the things that you want without dipping into somebody else's wallet. If you do it to my satisfaction, I'll give you up to $5,000 towards a goal that you want to achieve. If you don't do it, you don't get the money. Okay?
Fair enough.
Coming up,
Ew. Ah.
Kezia gets trashy.
Ew, got in front of my face.
Oh, she's a princess. Oh, she's a princess.
24-year-old Kezia is a makeup artist who can't handle the stress of working a 30-hour week. And she's racking up debt with her loved ones.
A few $100s here and there.
Kezia owes me $7,500.
She's got 6 weeks to lose her title of princess and earn up to $5,000. This is your Get Real challenge.
Okay.
It's made up of a bunch of parts. I'm going to give you the money part first, okay?
Okay.
One of the things that you have to do when you are living in the real world is figure out your budget. So I'm going to give you the Princess Planner.
Okay.
Inside the Princess Planner are the rules for how to make a budget.
Okay.
Come up with one that will make me happy.
Okay.
But before you could do the budget, you need to have a debt repayment plan because that's one of the numbers you need to have in the budget. Part 2 of this is recognizing sometimes what happens is we take what we have for granted. You, of course, have been using work as your excuse to go shopping. And so now you're going to have an opportunity to do work that does not give you the freedom to go shopping. In fact, you won't need a lot of makeup.
Okay. I have no idea what my dirty job is going to be, but I'm terrified.
Okay, Kezia, this is the back kitchen area where I'm going to have you working.
Okay.
All the waiters and the kitchen staff bring all the dirty plates here. Pots and pans down here. If they need a quick rinse, you give them a quick rinse. We got a very busy night. I need all this stuff cleaned up as soon as possible.
Okay. Ew. Ew, garbage went on my face. The worst part of washing dishes is the smell of the food, like the soaking of the food, and the spraying in my face. Oh, I feel like it's never ending.
A dishwasher in a restaurant makes minimum wage, 40% less than Kezia makes at her job. To earn what she was spending on her wants each month, Kezia would have to work over 300 hours washing dishes. Not exactly ideal for a princess.
The world of makeup looks very wonderful.
Now that she has a taste for what it's like to work hard for her money, Kezia has to put together a realistic budget.
I feel a little down today. I don't know a lot about finances, and I felt a little confused at how the layout was, because it's overwhelming that I have to pay all these people back. It's so much money when I'm just trying to look forward and move forward. There was some parts I didn't understand, so I did leave blank. I would just do parts of it, and I'd be like, I'm fed up with this, and then I would leave, and then I would go back to it.
I think it's time I check in to see what my little princess is up to. You went and did some pretty dirty work this week.
I did.
Made painting people's faces seem like a really cushy job.
Much better, yeah.
Yeah. Let me see your budget. Kezia budgeted using her salary, even though she's on disability and bringing home far less. And she didn't incorporate her potential freelance income either. And those weren't the only problems with her budget. You have made no allocation whatsoever for insurance and license for the car.
No.
So does that mean you've given the car back to your aunt?
Well, no, we still haven't discussed that yet, so I just kind of left it blank until then.
You're planning to take over 4 years to pay off Aunt May and over 5 years to pay back your mom.
I guess I don't think I owe my family any money because it's already in the past. The things that they've bought me are already paid for, like it's already spent money. I'm just trying to make it not so hard on me. I'm just trying to make a realistic balance.
You're not trying to make it realistic and balanced. No. You're trying to make it so that all that freelance money you make, you can take it and blow it on whatever you want.
I guess so.
I'd like you to go back and redo the budget.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So now that we've dealt with getting some of the finances in order, it's time to figure out what you really, really want. I know that you want to build a portfolio for your makeup so that you can move to more freelance work. Right now, you haven't done very much about it. You bought the camera, but you actually didn't do anything in terms of laying out a plan, a roadmap for how you're going to get from where you are now to where you want to be. And to do that, you need to have a process. What are the steps you will have to take to make the goal happen?
Models.
So how many models do you think you'll need?
5.
Okay.
A little bit of crew to help me out.
Each of those steps you have to go through and put a date on them. If you don't make an appointment to make the goal happen, the goal is just some sort of airy-fairy dream.
Okay.
You're going to bring this short-term goal to fruition so that it's done in the next few weeks.
Okay. I feel overwhelmed with the challenge. I feel a bit excited because what's going to come out of it, but to get everyone together and plan all that, it's a little overwhelming for me, for sure.
Coming up.
I'm trying to get you to be my model. Like, I'm really stressed out. How incompetent and rude and unprofessional.
Oh, 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 she's a princess. Oh, 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 she's a princess.
Princess Kezia is a 24-year-old shopaholic. She has expensive taste, which leads us to your debt. My challenges have been giving her a taste of reality. If Kezia can stick to my rules, then I'll give her up to $5,000 towards paying down her debt and achieving her goals. One of her goals is to leave the world of retail and begin working as a makeup artist for fashion, film, and TV, where she has the potential to make more money. So I challenged her to see exactly what that entailed.
So how did you get started?
I grabbed a camera and I started taking shots of my own work. You can't wait around to be discovered. You have to like, if you work hard, you get the benefit.
And now that Kezia knows what she needs to do, she's going to use her expensive camera to create her own portfolio.
Hi, is this the school for models?
I provided a location, and Kezia's ready with the makeup, but the models are nowhere in sight.
How incompetent and rude and unprofessional. I know I can be my own model, but that's just because it is.
This may be the first time in a long time that everything hasn't gone exactly Kezia's way, and she's freaked out.
Push what's been hold. Like I'm gonna scream. I'm trying to get you to be my model. Like I'm really stressed out. Can you hang up to the other phone? Oh, forget it.
Despite her princess attitude, Kezia's planning prevailed, and the models showed up just in the nick of time.
I've never really worked with a photographer before, so it's great. It's really exciting.
When you see something you really like, get excited, let them know you're excited, and tell them to hold it or to adjust it.
Okay. I like that. Chin's down a little bit more? Yeah. That's good. I'm so happy my camera's finally being used, because so long it's been sitting in the closet and getting to learn about it, so I'm really happy about that.
And you're still working towards hitting that short-term goal before we're done, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, good.
Like, the best thing that's happened definitely in my career to find out all the information I need.
You redid your budget. It's much more realistic. You can maintain that income?
I think I can.
Are you feeling any different?
I feel happier.
Okay.
I'm sure my attitude's a lot different than last week. I feel like I'm a little bit more cheery.
Getting ready to go back to work?
Yeah, I feel ready to go back to work.
No matter what the job?
No matter what, I guess.
And you have a skill that allows women to feel beautiful. Some women need that more than others, and you're going to help them shine again. Which brings us to your next challenge, which is the Giving Back Challenge. You have been take. Now it's time to give.
Today I'm going to Olga's house to do her makeup as well as Kim's. They're cancer survivors, and I just want to make them feel good. What kind of therapy did you have?
Actually, I had radiation treatment.
Her radiation had really dried out her skin, causing it to be dry and flaky. So I just really wanted to add foundations that hydrate the skin and just make it look more glowing instead of very matte. Here you go, have a look.
Kezia, it looks amazing.
Tell me when's the last time you've actually done something for yourself like this?
I can't remember the last time.
Really?
No.
So this is nice to have something.
Oh, this is a special treat, yes.
I definitely want to help more people and do whatever I can.
Oh, wow. Is that ever nice? I can see my eyes again.
Thank you guys. It was awesome. It was an honor doing your makeup. Really was.
Can we see you again tomorrow?
While Kezia did well on the Giving Back Challenge, she's still blowing money she doesn't have.
I like them. You never look at the price anyways.
Kezia's collected her disability, and yet she's not paid a penny of rent.
I'll get it for you.
Thanks.
Think you'll be able to help pay some bills?
Well, it's not looking too good right this very moment. My stupid phone bill came today. It's like $178.
For 1 month?
I honestly don't even know how it happened.
I'm not paying for this bill.
Clearly, Kezia still doesn't get that Kezia needs to pay for Kezia. Coming up, my final verdict. When it boils down to it, Kezia does only what Kezia wants.
Oh, she's a princess. Oh, she's a princess.
When I first met Kezia 6 weeks ago, she was a spoiled princess who got everything she wanted. She's off work for stress leave, but I showed Kezia what a really stressful job looks like. She had to create a budget and a debt repayment plan to give back to her loved ones. But has this princess learned her lesson? At Kezia's final check-in, I was hoping to speak to her mom, but she opted not to attend. The absence of Kezia's mother and boyfriend speaks volumes. They said it was important that she change her ways, but when it came down to it, maybe it really wasn't that important to them after all. So, Lamore, you've been in the process the whole way along?
Yes.
Have you seen a change?
I have. She's been more conscious with the way she's spending her money.
Okay, but she's still spending money, right?
But wisely,
Yeah,
I
okay.
think, yes.
Kezia, my love, it's time for you to come and join us. My first impression of Kezia was that she's a sweet child. She is lovely, she is soft, she is gentle, and she has a completely unrealistic expectation about what life should be handing her. So, How did the portfolio come out?
Just still a little bit of touching up that needs to be done.
Right.
But overall, I think I have some great things for my book.
You did very well on the portfolio development, and you did very well on the Giving Back Challenge. I thought you were very generous and very sweet. And I think that's one of the reasons why everyone finds it so easy to give Kezia what Kezia wants. It's because you are very easy to get along with, and everything sort of runs right over you. But when it boils down to it, Kezia does only what Kezia wants.
Oh.
Yeah. I see the car as being a big unresolved issue still.
Mm-hmm.
She's still driving the car, but she's not paying for insurance, maintenance, or even her own parking tickets. And while you did do a budget and a debt repayment plan, really it was a paper and pen exercise for you because you haven't gone back to work. And so you don't actually have the resources to implement either the budget or the debt repayment plan. So that being said, I have for you today a check for $2,000. Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
Kezia might be disappointed that she didn't get $5,000. I'm disappointed she didn't change her princessy ways.
I really feel like I really tried. I feel like I've said it. I really tried with the means that I had.
I wanted to see some real changes in behavior. I wanted to see a young woman grow up and take responsibility for herself, and Kezia has not done that.
I can tell she loves to go shop. She's all out of control. She can't stop. Designer clothes, jewels, hair. She's throwing money everywhere. My head is spinning. Oh, 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 oh. She's a princess. She's a princess. Modern day princess.